Greetings. Someone just sent me the beautiful quote from Rumi, which says, in the starting stages, man worships anything money, women, children, stones. And then he moves on to the next stage where he starts worshipping then God. Starting, he worships all these things, then he worships God. And the third and the final stage is when he goes beyond even that worshipping God as personality, as an identity, as an idol, as an individual or a personal God. He goes beyond that. And that is when he doesn't say, I worship God or I do not worship God. It's that kind of a state. And that is the final and the and the final stage of seeking. So this is what reminds me the practices of shifting into awareness. No nonsense. It's not dealing with anything else. It goes straight to the point, beyond the mind, beyond the ego, beyond all these kind of dualities. So I find myself very fortunate. I find the whole practice is this platform very fortunate to have been blessed by by this tattva, which doesn't minces multiple things or has too much of confusion. It straight goes bullseye to the point. And now I understand why the strange affinity towards Arunachala and Bhagwan Ramana. You can see the tattvas of Bhagwan Ramana are the third stages. So it's all your vibrations, where you vibrate, how you relate to these things, what your inner seeking is, you will simply be drawn to that. And anything that does not serve your purpose towards that goal will be taken away from you, because those are obstacles. You just can go straight to that point, and that is all possible. So I can see how life has been beautifully unfolding the ultimate truth simply by filtering out all that is unnecessary. Anything other than what I'm speaking right now, the pure consciousness, the Atman, the Brahman, whatever you call it, that state, that nothingness, anything other than that is clutter. Only the mature advanced seekers will understand this. If you are in the third stage, what we are talking about, it's certainly a very highly advanced mature state. So that is why you'll not find too much of crowd here. Very limited. But fortunate ones who can simply get that, and that's pure grace, anugraha, kripa you call it, marga, the path of grace, kripa ka marg. So find yourself very blessed, radiate in that gratefulness of being just delivered ultimately to the ultimate truth without any nonsense, without any clutter of the mind, without any philosophies, concepts, beliefs, this, that, path, community, religion, you know, nothing of the sort. Straight into that consciousness. So be very, very blessed, find yourself very fortunate, have that grateful feeling for this grace of just being carried straight to the ultimate truth without all these obstacles. So I was thinking and sitting and thinking, and I said, let me do this sessions at night now. Maybe today I'll start, or tomorrow I'll start, where 1 hour, 1.5 hour, we just spend our time in finding and becoming aware of all these obstacles that are simply wasting our time. And why not simply go into that? Because anyway, the coming Sunday, I'm having that webinar where experiencing who am I. It's not philosophy, it's not wisdom of who am I, experiencing who am I. Because once you start experiencing who you really are, a little bit of it also, you're not interested in anything else. You cannot be bound to anything. You cannot be bound by anything. You cannot be bound to this world. You cannot be bound by this world. That's a guarantee. So it can be a good preparation. That is coming on Sunday, anyways. But then I thought, okay, these other days we are having these free sessions. Why not every hour sit and simply clean out all the clutter so that we can prepare ourselves? Doesn't matter if you do it on Sunday or not, but still it will help you a lot. 3-4 days of consistent cleansing of the clutter. cleaning the mind, so that we prepare ourselves to simply go into that realization, the ultimate realization of self. So if you need the self, you have to put out all the clutter. Anything other than the self, I repeat, anything other than the self is clutter, and it simply has to be ruthlessly taken away, consistently, persistently taken away. Just be disinterested. I'm repeating. If you need to realize the self, just be disinterested in anything that is other than the self, anything other than this ultimate truth. Just be blankly disinterested. The whole world will try to pull you into these, all these events happening all again and again are simply to boost the ego. You can see we are drawn to all these things, so fascinating. You want to be a part of it. Glamour, though, that's only boosting our power. So we become something other than what we are supposed to become. So when we are moved out on this path, set out on this journey to become nothing, why get entangled with something? World will be tempting you with something, very unfortunate, including all the leaders, so called, and they are only in ignorance. All the followers can be what? So you got to be very, very careful. Your vivek has to be very sharp, and if at all you want to depend on anything, depend on that param tattva grace, that ultimate truth, the truth of your soul, the grace of your inner soul. Just rely on that. But before relying, you need to have this intense seeking for liberation, intense seeking for knowing the ultimate truth, and readiness to settle for nothing other than that. If you can walk in no compromise, you will be there. I don't know how to explain that you will be there, but you will surely get glimpses. And that glimpse, those trailers are enough to reveal to you the final film, what the film is all about. And then you don't need any proof or evidence from anywhere. You don't have to cling on to so many things. You cling on to all these things that's happening outside only when you are not knowing the ultimate truth. When you have not realized something. Once you realize it, you don't need it. So those things are all for people who are still trying to find some grip somewhere in spirituality, or even trying to understand what is life about, where they are going, because most of them don't know where they are going. So these 3-4 days, I don't know how, today or tomorrow I'll just start it, I don't know. Sundays that even event is there anyways, 5 hours. But every evening I'll sit with you all. Those who are interested in just dissolving all the unwanted clutter in your life, and just find the purpose of your existence, and simply give completion to all your purposes of life, so that before leaving you are done with everything. If you're interested, and if you can be courageous, you know not cultish and fanatic, courageous. If you can simply, I'll use the shastras, because you need not trust me. I'll sit with all these references, so that will give you an assurance. So from there we meditate on that and realize it. We don't fill up gyan, wisdom, just pump up all this, because that can be dangerous. Only dry wisdom. Wisdom has to be backed by experience, and let us experience it. Every moment we are into these practice, into these kind of satsang, let us sit there and experience it and realize the truth. And you will see the grace opening up from within. So I welcome you. I don't know, today or tomorrow, let me just finalize it. Today I've got some work, but if it's over in time, then I can start it today, otherwise tomorrow. So I'll keep you updated if you're interested. All those who are on the Zoom updates and all, need not worry, you will already get the updates. This is for people who do not know where to join, how to join. The link is there here, shiftingtoawareness.com/join. You just join and your number gets added, WhatsApp number. All the updates comes to you, including the Zoom links. And this is not public. This is only for people. Why it is not for public? Because third category. The third stage we are catering to. We are not catering to people who are worshipping people, places, things, idols, and stones, and concepts, and beliefs, and who are stuck in that. So it won't work. All these things will not work, because they'll get distracted, or they'll get scared, because their beliefs are challenged. They don't know what to do. So it will be difficult for them. That is why we don't want to confuse, or put any conflict into this. We will have these private sessions for the third stage of seekers who have gone beyond the worship of world and concepts and things, and idols, and even the concept of God and worshipper. You're no more interested in being a worshipper, because that the Shiva Sutra says you are Shiva. So how will I know I am Shiva till I am worshipping always outwardly? So let's go into deep thing into that. For the advanced, mature spiritual seekers, even if you are few in numbers, your satsang, your company is what I seek. I'm happy with the people who resonate with this, not interested in any other things, not interested in the crowd. If you are one like this, please do come, join, and you'll enjoy these satsangs. Stay blessed, much divine love and light to you.